I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it.
It's the Warriors music! It's the Ultimate Warrior! It is! Look at that! The Ultimate Warrior! What is he doing? Is he going to attack Hogan? What is going on here? Clothesline!
Oh, man. Reaction to Saturday wild card weekend, man. Playoffs are here. Playoffs are upon us, man. Even though I'm a Vikings fan, SKOL Vikes forever, win, lose, or draw. It's playoff season. You got to love it. You got to be here for it, baby. Now let's just talk about the first game. Yeah. Let's just talk about the first game of the wild card playoff, the Texans versus the Cleveland Browns. Now the Texans was my upset team for today, heavy for wild card weekend. I felt like Stroud gave them a great chance to win, them being a young team, them being at home, Just the momentum, the energy of them making the playoffs, etc., etc. But the Texans, wow, was I surprised about the Texans? One of the biggest major keys to victories for them. Could they run the ball? Could they protect Stroud? Could they win in the trenches? Not only did they win in the trenches, they dominated in the trenches, man. Especially in the latter part of the game when they got to Flacco. They were getting to him all game, though. But the Texans defense was locked in from jump. The offense was locked in from jump. Let's just talk about Stroud, baby. Oh my gosh. Rookie quarterback. Did the Texans hit or what? Did the Texans hit or what, baby? Stroud is that guy. He will be that guy. He will be a superstar. If he stays focused, keep his mental right, etc., etc. Sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit for that man. Shout out Stroud. Shout out to the Texans, D'Amico Ryans, for picking him, eyeing him, bro. Heavy. But the way he stood in that pocket, even when the pocket collapsed, the moment wasn't too big for him. He's been there before. He was calm, collected in the pocket, He didn't have no fear. The bright lights, the playoff atmosphere wasn't too much for him, correct? He sat in that pocket and let it rip, big dog. Even under pressure. Yes, he had some bad passes. The receivers had some good catches as well. But guess what? That's part of the game, man. Sometimes you got to help your quarterback. That comes with the territory, especially a young quarterback. But overall, you talk about performance from Stroud, just being a rookie, his first playoff appearance. Oh, man, like I said, there's no limit for that boy, man. Heavy. Stroud, the receiver, stepped up. The O-line in the trenches, they protected well. They won the battle in the trenches. They won the battle in the trenches, dog. And what do I always say? No matter what level of football, especially in the playoffs, the game is won in the trenches. In the trenches, big dog. I was very impressed by the way the Houston Texan O-line neutralized, what's his name? Oh, man, Myles Garrett and the whole D-line, Zadarius Smith, the whole D-line of the Cleveland Browns. You're talking about one of the best defenses in the NFL. The receivers got open. Their play caller did a magnificent job, dog. The play calling, the schemes, the incorporation of players. Oh, man, it was beautiful. It was brilliant. The Texans came to play. The Texans came to play. 2-0 in playoff predictions, baby. 2-0 in playoff predictions. But shout out to the Texans, man. They out punched the Browns, hit them in the mouth early and often. The Browns made the mistakes. Texans made game-changing plays, dog. Interceptions, return for touchdowns. They had Joe Flacco just rattled, confused, looked scared out there, man, like a deer in headlights. That's D'Amico Ryans. Roll Tide, full of pride, first-year coach. Man, what? Great job. Great job. Who expected it, Heavy, man. So respect to the Texans. They won every aspect of the game. Every aspect of the game. Defense, offense, special teams, and most importantly, the trenches, dog. Heavy. The Browns just weren't ready. They looked sloppy, They just were out of sync, man. They just were out of sync. They really couldn't get their running game going. They were trying to throw the ball a lot. I don't care. I don't know if they were trying to catch the Texans slipping or catch him off guard, but it didn't work, baby. It didn't work. Shout out to the Texans, man. They are a dangerous team. They are a very dangerous team. Now let's get into the last game, man. Chiefs versus the Dolphins. Chiefs versus the Dolphins. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. the Chiefs with a dominant victory, but I can say this. I am impressed with the Miami Dolphins defense, how they fought hard, how they played hard, kept the offense in it, kept their team in it. The Miami Dolphins offense failed them. It failed them, big dog, heavy. Hands down, man down. Tua Tagovailoa couldn't get going. They shut Tyreek Hill down. They had no run game. And once again, the trenches. The Chiefs won in the trenches. The Chiefs won in the trenches, baby. Heavy. We know what it's about. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked that it was a blowout. I called it. They had to go into Chiefs territory, cold, below freezing. Miami Dolphins ain't used to that. They're a finesse team. We've seen it all year. Any great team they play with great defensive players up front, they get beat down. They're piss poor, heavy. Huh? Yes, it was some bad play calls. You can question some play calls. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs had that game on lock. In control from the first snap to the last snap, dog. From the first hike, hut, to the last hike, hut, heavy, huh? You dig me? Mahomes is Mahomes. Miami had some breakdowns, defensive breakdowns early in the game. You cannot sit back there and let the Chiefs convert on a 4th and 4 and expect to win the game, baby. Are you crazy? Are you delusional? They didn't have a spy on Mahomes. He made them pay. Didn't have a spy on Mahomes. He made them pay. And I tell you what, the Chiefs, they may not be the same explosive offense, but I think they have enough. I think they have enough, especially with their defense. Their defense is elite. Their defense is elite, dog. They're fast. They fly to the ball. Their cornerbacks are physical. Their cornerbacks are athletic. Good in coverage, man. They had the Miami Dolphins on their heels all game, defensively and offensively, dog. Defensively and offensively, man. The Chiefs had a great performance. 2 blowout games. I wasn't expecting it. I thought the Texans game would be a lot closer, but the Chiefs blowout, not shocked at all, bro. Mahomes is Mahomes. Mahomes is that guy. Hate him or love him, like him or dislike him. And even though I'm tired of the whole Taylor Swift being in a stands, this whole fake-ish, whatever it is, all of a sudden Taylor Swift is a football fan. No disrespect, I'm just talking facts. You got to respect the Chiefs. Got to respect Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, their defense, etc., man. They're winning with young players, young rookies. Andy Reid, a great coach, man. But overall, total domination in both games. Kind of shocking, but it is what it is, man. More games tomorrow. This is playoff football. You got to love it, man. But what I took away from today, the Texans could potentially be the most dangerous team in the AFC. The Chiefs are the Chiefs, but not the same offensively. And the Dolphins, they just didn't have it. They couldn't do nothing on offense. I'm talking about nothing. Mike McDaniels, you can question some of his play calling. Those short screen passes that he kept going to, that were clearly not working. He just kept leaning on them, dog. When do you switch it up? When do you adapt, dog? All of these games were won in the second half. Adjustments, man. Texans and the Texans versus Cleveland, the Chiefs versus the Miami Dolphins, man. Adjustments and domination. Adjustments and domination in the trenches, dog. Hands down, man down, 1,000, huh? This is the playoffs, man. Expect the unexpected or expect what you expect, dog. Heavy. But 2 great performances, man. Texans, a very young team. Chiefs, middle of the pack as far as age, but they're still the Chiefs, dog. Don't sleep on Mahomes. Don't sleep on the Chiefs, man. But I told you, Miami, they're a finesse team. They're a pretty team. I knew it would be a blowout. They're going into Chiefs territory, cold, icy, windy. You saw Andy Reid's mustache freezing, bro. This is physical football. You can't win a championship being pretty. You got to be gritty. You got to be tough. You got to be rough. Rough and stuff in your afro puffs. Huh? How you understand me? You dig me? You get my drift? So the Dolphins got out physical, out, man, and I'm not shocked, bro. They lost in the trenches. They lost everywhere. But I got to say, their defense, much respect. I didn't expect them to perform the way they did. The game was a lot closer than the score made it seem to look. But the offense couldn't do nothing. This high-powered offense, this elite offense, elite coaching, play caller, they was on lockdown, bro. Nothing, nada, finito. You can be pretty all you want to. When the playoffs come, You better be ready to get ugly. You better be able to be mean. You better have the ability to run that ball. And the Dolphins tried it. They just couldn't do it enough. They couldn't get the pass game in. They had Tyreek Hill on lockdown. Great way to start the playoffs, man. Let's get to it, man. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions about this video, man. Who are your picks? 2-0 so far. Let's get to it, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rolling. Takes less than 1 second, man. Support the grind, support the channel, support the real big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes forever. Even though they ain't in the playoffs, SKOL Vikes forever, man. Win, lose, or draw. I don't care if they in the playoffs or not, man. Let's get to it. Shout out all my big dogs, my subscribers, my supporters. You are much appreciated for life. Never forget it. We here, man. SKOL Vikes like that. 1,000. 1,000, huh? Yeah. Woo! Let's get it.